Going on, guys? I'm gonna. I want to stream. I'm not gonna be on here long. I know I always say that and then end up on here long, but I actually really won't be long for here because I got to go to work later. So I'm gonna pin the. Hold on. I'm gonna pin the stream if anybody wants to call in. But this is to see. Teofimo Lopez is gonna. It's gonna be his weigh-in is today. I want to see if he makes weight and stuff like that, and we can have a little bit further discussion if he makes weight. So I want to see if when I stream it gives feedback. I hope not, because I want to be able to watch this live, or maybe I watch it on my phone and then mute my mic. Yo, Sanchez, what up, baby? Yeah, man, the weigh-in for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos is today. So I wanted to stream while I'm watching it, but I'm trying to see if I could do it without you guys hearing me watching the stream. I don't want to get flagged or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys think he's gonna make weight? Let me know, man. Let me know. You guys think Tio's gonna make weight? Because that's been a lot of the conversation. Is Tio gonna make weight? Is Tio gonna make weight? And it starts at 1:30, not at 1. All right, either way. So I probably won't be on here when they weigh in because they always weigh in the undercard first. Either way. Because I gotta be off of here by 1:45. All right, there you go. Good looking out, Sanchez. I appreciate that. Man, if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to. If you want to ask me a question in the chat, that's also cool. I was on here last night until like 3 in the morning, man, talking shit with you guys. I really, really appreciated you guys who showed up yesterday. I was on here from like 12:30 to like 3 in the morning, just talking, man. I hope Devin comes on. I was on his ass yesterday. Yeah. Hold on. To address that comment, of course he's going to make weight. I'm going to address that comment. I agree. I do think he's going to make weight, but he did look big at his media workout. He looked very muscular, and muscle weighs more than fat. And also, he's been off for a year. He had COVID. Who knows what's going on? I'm curious as to see if he does make weight. I want to know. And, unfortunately, I thought the weigh-in was at 1, but I just checked. It says 1:30 on the zone. So I guess, we'll see. But I'm super excited for the fight, man. Teofimo's talking about first round. Yo, listen, if Teofimo Lopez scores a first round knockout, he might be the superstar in the making, because his father predicted. His father already has the Nostradamus tag. He's predicted that he would beat Comey and then beat Lomachenko with 15 fights. He did beat Comey. He did beat Lomachenko with 15 fights. And now he's predicting a first-round knockout. And if Teofimo gets it, that would mean he will be clutch. That would mean that he knows to perform in moments. And for a boxer to do that, that is very, very, very impressive. To call out your round, that's something Muhammad Ali used to do. Muhammad Ali used to be like, oh, I'm going to knock him out in 5 and actually knock him out in 5. I'm going to knock him out in 7 and actually knock him out in 7. So that's when they say who has that clutch gene, that's a gene that Teofimo got if he could get a first-round knockout. Yeah, we'll find out in 30 minutes. I mean, the weigh-in starts at 1:30, right? But usually they do the undercards, and that's usually not a quick process. They go, then they do the face-off with the undercard. They take pictures, and depending if it's a co-main event or if it's a big fight or a big local fighter, they'll interview them. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So I don't know if I'm going to be on by the time they weigh in. Again, I thought the weigh-in starts at 1, so by the time it hit 1:45, that's will be about the time Tio and Kambosos will be making the stage to weigh in. But we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? They may weigh them in first, because since they're the main event and they want to get them out of there. Who do you think can beat Lomachenko besides Lopez? I don't think anybody beats Lomachenko besides Lopez. I think he beats Tank. Although that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I don't want to say like Tank like has no shot. Tank has a shot. I just think Lomachenko, those angles, that experience, and his adaptability. And Tank can get careless at times. Sometimes he gets super too aggressive and gets touched up and too aggressive. Excuse me. He gets too aggressive and gets a bit careless. And you can't get careless with Lomachenko. So I think he beats Tank, but although that is a good fight, I think he beats Haney. I think he beats Ryan Garcia. I don't think anybody at 135. Well, all right. To answer your question, who do I think? I think maybe Shakur Stevenson beats him. Shakur Stevenson is nasty, man. The guy's really, really talented. And he's a silver medalist, so he has Olympic background. He has a lot of amateur fights. So, yeah, I mean, that'd be somebody who I give the best shot to be him. Not necessarily, maybe I won't pick. I think I would pick Shakur. I'm not sure. But yeah. Yeah, so there you go. So Tank has a good shot, but I would still pick Lomachenko. Shakur has a good shot, but I would pick Shakur. I would pick Shakur to beat Lomachenko, I think. They've been promoting this fight since last year. It's about damn time. Yeah, man. Finally, man. I hope they all vaccinated, wearing masks, avoiding social distancing, hand sanitizer. I don't want to hear no excuses, man. Tomorrow, I want to see that fight, man. I still haven't bought my tickets. I'm probably going to go, man. I'm probably going to go. I got to hit up my brother, see if he wants to come with me. I don't want to go by myself. You know what I meant. Yeah, for sure. I know what you meant. Oh yeah, I already read that. Since you said that no one can beat Lomachenko, then that means no one can beat Lopez. Yeah, I mean, if you want to say Josh Taylor could beat Teofimo at 140, I'm not going to argue with you because Josh Taylor's a good fighter. Although, if you put a lie detector test on me, I'd probably pick Teofimo, but what is it out of the realm of this world that Josh Taylor wins? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Josh Taylor is a legit 140 pounder. He's a great fighter. He has power. He's been in there with Regis Prograis. He's been in there with Jose Ramirez. Did he fight Baranchek? I want to say he fought Baranchek. And he's got a lot of experience. He has the size advantage. He's tall. So if you want to say at 140, Teofimo Lopez doesn't beat him, I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, that's a fair assessment. That's fair. But 135 and below, I don't think nobody beats Teofimo. And I don't think nobody beats Lomachenko besides Teofimo. I think Teofimo's that dude, man. I really do. I'm betting all my chips on him. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you telling me right now, from 135 and under, who do you think is going to have the brightest future? And this includes Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Tank and Ryan. I'm going Teofimo. Teofimo, man. I really, really do. I think Teofimo's that special dude, man. His father is crazy. And his father, although I don't think all of it's an act, I think some of it, of him acting crazy and going bananas, I think some of that is an act because he knows his son and he knows how to motivate his son. And one of the things that Teofimo does is he grabs onto something. Like, let's say somebody says something and Teofimo purposely will make it personal. So when he trains in his training session, he'll be thinking of that. He'll be thinking of, oh, hold on, this guy disrespected my family by telling them they have COVID and get away from them. Now, look, and you guys know I'm a T.O. fan. If you hear that somebody caught COVID and their team is over there, right? Wouldn't you want to be away from them because they were around Teofimo? So George Kambosos telling Teofimo's family, hey, can you guys, just be over there? I don't want to be close to you guys. You guys had somebody in your camp test positive for COVID. You don't think that right there is a legit reason? That's not disrespectful. But Teofimo is trying to make this like, oh, nah, that's a disrespectful thing he did to me. I feel disrespected to my family, and he's trying to work this up and play this up in his head to be a serious thing when it really wasn't. I don't think he was going, he was disrespecting somebody's family. Like, think about it. Again, in my situation, if somebody I'm about to fight tests positive for COVID, and then I see his trainer, his mother, his brother, his sister, his cousin, all coming towards me, I'm gonna be like, yo, guys, you guys had somebody in your team test positive for COVID. I don't know if you got it. You may not have it, but you may have it because you were around this person. That wasn't disrespectful. So again, Teofimo's grabbing onto that, making it mentally in his head. I'm gonna make this personal, and I'm gonna train harder, and I'm gonna knock him out. And then when he scores the vicious knockout, he'll be like, "Oh, I knew he wasn't trying to disrespect me, but I had to use something as motivation." I think that's what's going on. Yeah. I hope your channel goes big because I can tell you are a true fan / podcast. You will get my money. Oh, thank you so much, Real American Fan. I really appreciate that, man. Like, I definitely am trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to go live more often, as I know some of you guys loved it. I know my man Sanchez. He's been loyal since the beginning. One of the few guys, him, Dave Martinez. I'm not sure Dave Martinez is on now. It's some Jay. There's a cute Detroit native. There's a few guys that have been with me since the beginning, and they've always said similar things of what you said. Like, hey, listen, I want to see your channel grow. I want to see your channel grow. So I really appreciate you guys, especially the guys who call in and want to have a back and forth with me and want to talk with me. I definitely want to develop a relationship with you guys, So when I blow up big, I could be like, nah, Sanchez, that's my guy, man. He gets special treatment. Real American Fan, he's been with me since the beginning. Isam J and Detroit native and Dave Martinez. I remember all you guys' names, man. I got a good brain between my ears, man. So once I'm big, I'll remember y'all, man. Trust me. And thank you. I hope my channel grows too. And the fact that I'm such a Teo fan, I feel like it's gonna help me because I'm gonna not always, but I'm gonna be picking him most of the time, and I'm gonna be right most of the time. And people are gonna be like, "Hey, this guy gets it right. Maybe this guy Teo is good." You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for this Saturday, man. It's been too long, man. And you know what sucks about Teofimo? He knocked out Richard Comey, right? I want to say, well, that was like, hold on. Let me tell you exactly when that was. I don't want to sit here and lie. And you guys know I love the screen share effect. So let me screen share for you guys. Hold on. Oh, the call in. Hold on. How do you call in? So at the top of the chat, I put a link. It takes you to a website, and you could either use your voice or use go on FaceTime with me, and I'll put you on the show. So if you want to call in, brother, you're more than welcome to call in. Just hit that link at the top of the chat. But I want to screen share Teofimo's record with y'all. Well, not his record. What I don't like that has happened to his career. So a lot of people want to say, oh, Teofimo's not a draw. Teofimo's not popular. Teofimo this, Teofimo that. Look, so if you guys see, in December of 2019, he knocked out Richard Comey in 2 rounds. Look right here, 2 rounds. So in Madison Square Garden in New York City on a Terrence Crawford undercard. It couldn't have had better momentum, right? Knocks him out in 2 rounds. Then the pandemic hits. So he doesn't fight again until, 10 months later when he fights Vasyl Lomachenko. And he beats him unanimous decision, as you guys know. Unanimous decision. And then he gets caught up with, he has foot surgery. Then he gets caught up with the whole purse bid, Triller mess. And now he's not fighting for a whole nother year, 13 months. 13 months and 10 days. So there's been 2 long gaps between Richard Comey and Vasyl Lomachenko, and now Vasyl Lomachenko and then George Kambosos. That's 2 huge long layoffs. So he hasn't been able to build off those 2 big wins, because had he fought after Richard Comey, uh, uh, he would have done good. He would have been good. He would have been able to build off that. Salute to Broadway Joel in the chat. Question: do you believe that Teo will be ready mentally for the Kambosos fight? I mean, he is having fan problems again. Whoa. I don't know about him having family problems. If you want, you can call in, brother. The link is at the top of the chat. If you want to call in and inform me as far as to how he's having family problem, I never heard him say that. As far as this press conference, and he was talking about how he's motivated, how he's gonna knock him out in first round. I haven't heard him mention anything about having family problems. I've heard how he's really excited, how he's having a son. I'm actually having a son too, so I somewhat kind of relate to him. But yeah, I haven't heard anything him say anything about having family trouble. If you can inform me, if you want to call in, the link is at the top of the chat. It's pinned. Let me make sure it's pinned before I'm over here telling you guys that it's pinned and it's not. Yeah. He all right. Yeah, it's pinned. So if you guys wanna chime in, please do, brother. Yo, real American fan, you was asking how you call in and then not call in. Come on, brother. Hold on, wait. So what's up with the petition that Devin Haney was supposed to go to? No, the thing is with Devin Haney, so Teofimo goes, why don't he sign the petition, go to the WBC convention and sign a petition that he wants to fight me? And Devin Haney, I saw in an interview say, why do I have to sign a petition? If he wants to fight me, why don't he just send me a contract or this and that? And it's like, bro, like, Teofimo's not a free agent. He can't just send you a term sheet like that. Like, Teofimo needs to work with the sanctioning bodies in order to get out of network fights, which is what he's doing with Kambosos. Why not Devin Haney? And the WBC convention passed already. I mean, he could still petition, but it's much better when it's at a convention because you could probably get a verdict right there. I don't know what he did, but to be fair, I believe Teofimo could have also petitioned himself. I don't see why Teofimo was instructing Devin Haney to put in a petition when he could do one himself as well. He could have sent a representative to the WBC convention. But either way, they fuck dicking around, man. Like, we want to see the fight. And to be honest, I don't think either Teofimo or Devin are ducking each other. I don't think either one is scared of each other. I think they both with the smoke. But due to business and all this crap, it's not happening. Hold on. I got my man Sanchez. Sanchez, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, my man? How you doing? Shout out to your channel.
Sanchez. Oh, my bad. My bad. I had you on mute.
You can hear me?
What's up, yeah. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How's everything with you?
I'm doing good, man. It was a good Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was I mean, I had to work through Thanksgiving, but a good thing is I got picked up from work. I usually take the train to work, and so they dropped me off home. They gave me food. I ended up eating by myself, so I didn't really have the family experience, but I did eat good food. And after I ate, I went on live stream. I was on live stream till like 3 a.m. last night.
Yeah, I know. I seen that this morning. My bad, I missed it. But
nah, you were good. You was with fam, and it was late, so you probably was sleeping.
Yeah, I was actually, bro. I got home late too from work. But yeah, man. I just right now, the Lopez fight's coming on, and finally, after a whole year just about, or maybe more. But this Kambosos fight, man, I hear everybody talking about that. He's overlooking him. He's not really like focused, or like you said, he might be underweight, or things like that. I just keep hearing this, but I have my opinion on that, bro. I think as far as Lopez, bro, from the beginning, from the start, I mean everything he's been saying and predicting his dad and everything. The hard work they've been putting in. It would be, it's hard to believe that Lopez is going to come in underweight. It would just be hard. I know everybody says they see him a little thicker, a little heavier, but it's just hard to believe it, bro. He's been too dedicated. He talks about it so much.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him at the media workout, and I don't think if he doesn't make weight, which I think he will because he's a professional, but let's just say he doesn't. If he doesn't make weight, I don't think it'll be because of a lack of dedication. Because at the media workout, man, he looked strong and ripped. His abs, he looked muscular. He looked a lot bigger to me than he usually does. I don't know if that was just the camera angle of the video I saw, or if he is bigger, but he was, it's not the day of the fight or the day of the weigh-in, so he is going to look a little bigger. But he did look a lot muscular than I'm used to seeing him. So I don't know if that, but I don't doubt Teofimo Lopez's dedication. Like Mikey Garcia, when he would take these long layoffs, he would get fat. His face would get fat. You would see chubby, and then he would lose the weight as the fight got closer, and then and then he'll perform. With the exception of his last fight. So I don't see Teofimo Lopez missing weight, but if he does, I think it'll just be because he needs to move up. He's a big guy.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I did notice he was a little, fatter in the face and stuff like that. Because when I watched the Lomachenko fight, you could see it in his face that he was a little drained. He was a lot thinner. You can actually see it on that fight. But on like right now, like you said, I mean, you might be right. It does seem like he is a little, got a little weight to him, but it's just hard for me to believe that he's going to step on that scale after earning all those belts to be, overweight. I mean, it's a little too hard. Plus, the way they've been talking, his dad too, also, especially his dad, they've been talking highly about themselves. And
I agree with you.
I really want to see if they.
But
I just want to. I really want to really see if he's gonna vacant those belts or gonna give David Haney the opportunity to fight.
I want to see him fight Devin Haney, but if the fight doesn't happen, it won't be because Teofimo's ducking Haney or Haney's ducking Teofimo. It'll be either two reasons. If they don't fight next, it'll be because one, Teofimo probably can't make the weight, or the weight cut is too strong for him and he doesn't want to do it again. That's one reason. Or the second reason will be that Bob Arum doesn't want to do business with Eddie Hearn. That's the only two reasons why this won't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Or he overprices himself.
Well, that and yes, and because right now he's getting Devin Haney is getting $3 million from Eddie Hearn every fight.
Right.
That's a shitload of fucking money. Sean Porter just got $4 million for fighting Crawford. Why is Devin Haney getting $3 million? Now you can say you only work what you negotiate, but at the same time, you can't go, all right, let me fight on ESPN and expect ESPN to pay you $3 million.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of fucking money.
It is. It really is too. But it's hard it's hard to understand it. I know what you mean and coming from with that.
Yeah, like Teofimo, he took a pay cut. A lot of people don't remember, took a pay cut to fight Lomachenko. I believe he fought for 1.5. I could be wrong on the number. Don't quote me on the number, but somewhere around there. I think he fought for 1.5 million to fight Lomachenko, bro.
Right.
So now you want to, this is Lomachenko, 2-time gold medalist, very experienced fighter, and you want to fight Teofimo, who has 16 fights, who people complain that he's not a draw, he's not popular, but you want $3 million to fight this guy who's not a draw. Why don't you do what Teofimo did? Why don't you do what Teofimo did? Take a little bit of a pay cut to fight for all the belts, and this will be the biggest fight. And if you that dude, the way Devin Haney talks, the way his father talks, take that pay cut, beat him, and then after that, you're gonna ask for more than 3. Then you can be like, listen, I told you I was more than 3. Look, I beat your guy. I have all the belts and know this. But we all know that's not gonna happen. These people are in it for the money, man. They're not in it for the glory and the legacy like Teofimo is.
And there was another thing, bro, that Devin Haney was supposed to petition. I mean, he could have petitioned. I mean,
he could have petitioned.
He had an opportunity to petition, right?
And,
I'm sitting back and thinking to myself, because there was this one interview, and I forget who it was from, man. I got to go back, but he just interviewed Bill Haney, and he asked him the question, you know, you guys are eligible to petition, and he was like, yeah, we were eligible to petition if we wanted to. So he throws this if. So why don't you? I gotta send you that
Exactly.
link for this.
Yeah, definitely
Like
send
they
me
could
that
have been
link.
done it. Yeah, they could have. Cause yeah, bro, it's crazy. I seen that and I was like, what? I'm trying to promote it so people can see it actually.
No,
But
no, send it to me.
yeah,
I'll put it up on my Twitter. But yeah, yo, the bullshit. Listen, the bullshit with this whole situation is why and why do we have to go certain routes of being disrespectful where people may get offended and not want to fight you anymore, especially when Teofimo has more options. As much as Devin Haney thinks that, oh, he's this big star, Teofimo has all the leverage. One, because he has all the belts, and two, because the guy who has all the belts at 140 fights under the top rank banner. So he has way more options than you. So you have to understand you're negotiating from a monetarily standpoint, and Teofimo is negotiating from a legacy standpoint. Now, if you want to stay and make the most money for the easiest fights, then don't fight Teofimo. But if you want the legacy, I guarantee you, ESPN is not paying Devin Haney $3 million because he's not worth it. And on top of that, listen, this is the only way the fight happens. And I don't think it happens this way. Is ESPN and DAZN have to do a joint pay-per-view, but I know ESPN doesn't like doing joint pay-per-views unless they're huge fights like, you know, Fury Wilder, you know, something like that, where it's like, all right, there's gonna be money in that fight.
right.
You know, and that fight actually didn't even sell as much as they thought it would. So
No, they
imagine
were money.
now, imagine Devin Haney versus Teo. How much does that sell on pay-per-view? Not much. I mean, they're both
Oh, that's gonna
popular
sell.
fighters, but it doesn't sell 500, 600,000.
I mean, and that's what kills me because Devin Haney, you know, the Bill Haneys, they're always like, oh, we're the A side, we make more money, we got more followers, this, and that. But at the end of the day, I think truly Lopez got mouth-watering, seriously, fights. And he can go with any opponent right about now, and there's going to be people tuning in. I mean, it could be from Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. I mean, you name them. They're all going to be watched. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
so I would
I
say
don't think.
Lopez will be the ace regardless.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's something that could hold up the fight. You know, I think that they're not understanding that on the DAZN side. Who the fuck does David Haney have to fight? He's been chasing around Ryan Garcia. That fight looks like it's not going to happen. And now he's fighting Jojo Diaz. But after he fights Jojo Diaz, like, what lightweights do they got? So it's like, bro, you have to cut your losses. Go to ESPN, find out what's the most you can get. But just know you're not getting $3 million from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is cheap, man. And you're not getting it. But one thing that Eddie Hearn did say was he told Bob Arum, he goes, listen, I'm willing to pay for the fight and put it on DAZN. Just give us Teofimo and we'll put it on DAZN and, you know, and we'll give you a cut. Like, and so, although I don't see Bob Arum doing that, giving up their biggest star, but my point is, why is money so important? Like, if you really want the fight, you'll do whatever you can to get it. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Yo,
No,
Sanchez, by the way, where you calling me from? Where you from?
I'm in Miami, Broward County, man. I'm in
All
Miami,
right, all right.
Broward County. Shout out
All
to
right, cool,
Broward
cool,
County in
cool.
Miami.
Now, shout out to Miami. Yeah, I like to know
Sure.
where my callers call me from. So, but all right, man. You got any more questions?
Nice.
Oh,
The last question that I actually have was the contradiction that Tank Davis. He had an interview that I was watching, and he was asked a few questions about well, he was actually asked one of the questions were, who has he fought that are names, or like why isn't he fighting name fighters, you know, top position or top opposition? And he was like, name 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 the top fighters that are fighting these top fighters.
Yeah,
Where
I seen
I don't
that.
know if you've
I
seen
seen
it.
it was on the Brian Custer podcast. I seen it.
So what do you think about that?
All right, all right. The thing is with that, and Real American Fan, I see you on hold. Don't worry about it. I'll get to your call. Um, the thing is with that is I I don't understand that response. Teofimo fought Lomachenko and fought Comey. Like he fought two top guys. Like yesterday, I was doing. I should have. I'm gonna do this today. Now I'm gonna do this today. Right now, because I did it last night. But again, it was only me and like 4 or 5 people. It wasn't a lot of people. So not that there's a lot of people now, but you know what I'm saying. It was a different side of people. I was on at 3 in the morning. There's certain different. I'm
No,
sure
I hear you. I hear
you get what I'm saying. Not everybody who was on at 3 was on now. All right, so I'm gonna screen share it because I did this yesterday. I'm gonna do this today. So, all right. So you see this. So number one is the champion of the lightweight division, the Ring Magazine champion is Teofimo Lopez. Ranked number 1 is Vasyl Lomachenko, who Teofimo beat. So you telling me who's he fighting? He fought the number 1 guy according to Ring Magazine. The number 4 guy, Teofimo knocked out in the second round. Devin Haney, who's ranked number 3, is fighting the number 5 guy, and he already beat the number 6 guy. The number 5 guy beat the number 7 guy. Teofimo's now fighting the number 8 guy, and Tank is fighting the number 9 guy. So out of everybody I just mentioned, Tank is fighting the number 9 guy, the lowest ranked guy. And Teofimo has 2 wins over guys in the top 10 and is about to beat Kambosos. So after he beats Kambosos, he will have 3 wins over guys in the top 10. Devin Haney fought the number 6 guy, Jorge Linares, and is fighting Jojo Diaz. Vasyl Lomachenko is the number 1, and he's about to fight the number 4 guy, and he already fought the champion, but he lost. So what the fuck is Tank talking about? You know what I'm saying? But all right, Sanchez, I'm gonna have to let you go. I got Real American Fan on the other line. He wants to call in, but I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Bro, yeah.
Yo, you know you always welcome, man, and I always appreciate your support.
Yeah, well, that's the call, man.
All right, brother.
For sure. Anyways, you have a good day, bro. I'm still tuned in.
Thank you. All right, man. Real American Fan, what's up, brother? Where you calling me from? And what do you want me to refer to you as? You want me to refer to you as Real American Fan or?
Broadway Joe, can you hear me? Joe, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly fine, brother.
Yeah, real American Fan, and I'm gonna tell you why I go by Real American Fan.
Cool. Let me know.
So, first off, I'm a boxer, ex-boxer. I don't know if you're familiar with my boy Darwin Price, who's undefeated. We teammates, but look him up, once we get off. But to talk about the Teo fight, I watched them. Like, I'm more invested than just a fan, because when you come from a boxer's standpoint, you're emotionally more invested than just a fan. And you see like a guy like Jake Paul getting 2 pay-per-views just off YouTube, and you got guys that whole career never hit a pay-per-view. You got guys that's been on Showtime for so long, and they're giving, pretty much famous people an opportunity, but they're not getting actual boxers the opportunity that they deserve. And then you see T.O. beats Lomachenko, and Bob calls him names and do all this other BS, and he does that to all his American fighters, but he don't do that to anybody from across the seas or whatever, just because he feels that they're more marketable.
Lomachenko or Oscar Valdez or all these international guys. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and it hurts because my guy Darwin Price is undefeated. We've been teammates. He's been dominating. Nobody's gonna beat Darwin unless you're he beats Tank. Go look him up. He beat Tank.
But he signed with Top Rank.
No, he's under Al Heyman, but they try to hide. Like Richard Hitchens pulled out and tried to say that he had an injury, and he really didn't. It's just that they seen how good he was, and it's like, fuck it, he don't got no money behind him, and it's too risky. Like, you know,
what
and it's
weight he
like
fight
they
at?
only want
You say he a lightweight?
140. He fight at 140.
Well, how do you spell his first name?
Darin.
Huh?
Darin. Darwin.
All right, Darwin. All right, I'm gonna pull up his box right now.
And then Price, he just beat a Puerto Rican fighter from Puerto Rico, undefeated.
Okay. Oh, but your man got slept.
Huh?
Your man got knocked out before, though.
No, go look at he had an injury. He fought Tank's guy. You know, Tank, it was the guy from Baltimore.
Malik
he fought
Hawkins.
Tank's guy. Malik
Hawkins.
Yeah, go look at that whole fight. He was spanking Malik Hawkins' ass. He had an injury from running because he's a runner.
Was unable to continue due to a knee injury. All right.
Yeah, but go look at the whole fight. He's spanking Malik Hawkins' ass, and then the next fight, Malik Hawkins lose to the guy from Puerto Rico and gets dominated. You know, so but to go back on him, I know him personally. Me and him boxed together out of St. Louis. And we both was on the track team. I was a little younger, but you know,
you from St. Louis? You from St. Louis? That's what you call
me? Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I'm calling from St. Louis. But it's like America's has the best.
What's your question though? What's your question?
As far as the Teo fight?
I'm saying you calling in. I no disrespect to Darwin Price, but my listeners don't want to listen about him. No disrespect. No disrespect.
No. That's my point. My point is you're making my exact point. Your listeners only want to listen to whoever the promoter's gonna put out. But we're looking at a lot of people that shouldn't even be up there. Like Teo. We're talking about Teo. We're talking about Teo, right?
Yeah, because his fight on Saturday. I mean, I would think that's relevant.
We've been talking about this fight for a year. We've been talking about this whole fight for a year.
All right, but the fight's gonna happen finally. You want me to come on here and go live and talk about Darwin Price?
No, what I'm trying to say is I know I'm misleading you. I apologize to anybody that's in the chat. But what I'm saying is that they're all going through the same BS, and it's like, why is this is not, and why is this is not? We know business.
Now, the thing is that we at some point we got to hold the fans accountable. Like people want to say that, oh, you know, Mexican fighters, they always get promoted and always this, and the Puerto Rican fighters and this and that. But we also got to be honest. When a Puerto Rican fighter, whether he's good or overrated or bad, when he fights in Madison Square Garden, the Puerto Rican shows up. When the Mexican, whether he's good, bad, or he's overrated, the Mexican fans show up in Texas and in LA. So when an American fighter is good, Americans, we typically don't necessarily support our fighters just because they're American. We support them because, oh, he got swag. Oh, I like the way he walk. I like the way he talk and this and that. Oh, he's a knockout puncher. So if you want people to be more patriotic and more supportive, I'm with you on that. And it sounds like you are because your name is a real American fan. And it sounds like you're upset that we're not supporting our American fighters. And I'm assuming you probably was rooting for Caleb Plant just off the strength that he's an American. Am I correct on that?
100%.
I listen, I respect that totally. And I feel like people should definitely not dismiss.
Not to cut you off. I was rooting. I knew Tyson Fury was gonna be Wilder, but I was rooting for Deontay Wilder. Why?
Yeah, I get it. He's American. I get it, man. I get it.
Because they do the same thing. They do the same thing over there. Like I feel like Joshua.
Don't.
Yeah, Joshua is like, to me, he was always like a C level fighter. But look at his crowd. Look at his fan base. Like it doesn't matter if he loses or not.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with me, like there's any dude who's downing somebody for being American, only rooting for Americans, is a fucking idiot because that's what everybody else does. I'm Dominican, so if I have to see a Dominican fighter, I'm gonna be rooting for my guy, and whether he's gonna win or not, I don't give a fuck. That's my guy. So, and I'm also American because I was born in America. So if and when I want to root for somebody just off the strength that they're American, I don't need nobody to fucking disrespect me or criticize me just because I'm rooting for it. Because when a UK guy fights, he gets his UK followers, and same thing with the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans and everybody else. So no, you're doing good, brother. Back to the
fight, because I still want to talk about the fight. I feel like Teo is like you say you a big Teo fan, right?
Yeah.
Teo is phenomenal, man. Like if it wasn't for Teo would have never fought Lomachenko because Bob wanted to keep him on the shelf for a minute, but it was Teo getting out there like, man, no, I think I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Like, and it was Bob like, oh no, I'm gonna put you in some other fights, a couple other fights, and do this and all that. No, that was Teo like pushing himself. And Teo like also was trying to, like, even with the Triller fight, that was him trying to get out there and still keep himself busy. And I feel like with the injuries, they lied because of, promotional sales or this, business wise and stuff like that. So people that don't know boxing, they lie about these injuries and stuff like that. So it got to be something, and you can't just call out fights just because. You know what I'm saying? So it got to have like something behind it. But Teo is like phenomenal for boxing, like, and a lot of guys fear that guy, but he's,
anybody who's scoring knockouts and anybody who is fighting the best is good for boxing. And if you saw the Richard Comey fight, he knocked him out in 2 rounds. And then if you saw the Lomachenko fight, Lomachenko was the best lightweight in the division at the time, and he beat him. So you definitely got to respect a guy like that. And that's why he's my favorite fighter. And that's why I like Canelo, because he also fights the best. I know he gets criticized because he doesn't fight the people the fans want to see, but at the end of the day, when you go undisputed, you fought every champion in that division, and he had 3 out of the 4 belts in the middleweight division. So I don't want to hear nobody criticize either of those 2 fighters, because those are the 2 fighters that are fighting people.
And Joe, like, if he fight Devin Haney, like, I've been a bigger Devin Haney fan, but I'm going with Teo just because I feel like he's more needable for boxing. Because I don't know if you've seen an interview when I got into their little argument, and Devin was like, "Oh no, but I got more followers than you," and all that. And I'm like, like Teo was like, "You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?" Like,
corny, man. That was mad corny. Like, I would rather you say I'll knock you the fuck out or something like that than I got more followers than you. What?
But that's where we at. But Joe, that's where we at. That's how the perception of the fans think.
That goes to your point about the Jake Paul, why he's getting these big pay-per-view and he's getting all this money just because he's a draw. And to be honest, if we want to be honest, and I'm a big Mayweather fan, he's the one who started all of this. Like, as far as like, yeah, you don't need to fight the best because you're making the most money. And although Mayweather's resume is crazy, you see all the guys he fought. At times, there were guys we wanted to see him in the ring with, like a Margarito or a Cotto, that when Cotto was undefeated, that the fights never happened. Some of it is circumstantial, but a lot of it had to do with the money and the business of it.
Shane Mosley, who got 5 losses. Remember that when he fought Marquez? Because Shane Mosley was at the top, and he didn't want to fight Shane Mosley because he knew
he fought Mosley eventually. So
he fought him, but he didn't want to fight him because he said
he fought him right after he beat Margarito.
But they had to force him to fight Mosley. Mosley had to talk shit to get the fight.
I mean, but that's how you get a fight. Talk shit. Make it. See, Mayweather was like, he's not a draw. Once Mosley got in the ring and they got into that little scuffle in his post-fight interview, that fight became more marketable. So you see what I'm saying? Devin Haney and Teo going at it at the Mikey Garcia fight is making that fight more marketable to the point where maybe one of the networks step up and make the fight. But all right, fan, you got any last questions before I let you go?
No, man, brother. I'ma just continue to the reason, you got a lot of other guys that's big in boxing or whatever the case. I'ma support your channel. I don't mind throwing money towards your channel because you speak real shit. And we need that. And there's a lot of guys that's at the top of the podcast, Ego and all those guys I used to watch. But then I started seeing that they will market only guys that whoever the promoter's putting out. And whoever got the most following, that's who they gonna market. And I feel like with you, even if whenever you get to the top, you gonna market whoever, not because of I'm cool with, like ES Sports or whatever. ES News, he only support everybody at the Garcia gym for real. And you see that, like, because he cool with them.
No, I get it. My thing is, I want to be the guy on YouTube that represents the consumer. That's why I make a lot of these undercard reviews, because when there's a lot of people that they go, I'm thinking about this pay-per-view, buying this pay-per-view, but I don't know if it's worth it. When you come to my channel and there's a pay-per-view coming up, I'm gonna make an undercard review for it. Now, if you want to spend your money on it, that's on you. Now, if my video makes you not spend your money on it, I'm giving you exactly what I think as an educated boxing fan as to how those undercards are going to be. So to your point, yes, I do represent the consumer and I would never change that. And if I lose connections because of that, so be it. But all right, brother, thank you so much for calling in. You could call in anytime, brother.
Love.
All right, brother. All right, so the weigh-in has started. Like all the undercards have been weighing in. I'm just waiting. Hopefully, I gotta go to work, man. So I don't know how. By the way, I haven't been seeing what y'all been talking in the chat because, unfortunately, I was on the not unfortunately, I was on the phone, so I really can't. So if you guys want to call in, I just want to see if these people making the weight, man. I hope I'm still on because I gotta go to work like in about 10 minutes. But these undercard weigh-ins seems to be moving quick, so. Let's hope. But I'm really excited for this fight. Also, if you guys want to talk about Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa, that's a really, really good fight at 122. That's a really, really good fight with a decent undercard. Gary Antonio Russell's on the undercard. It's free on Showtime. So if you guys want to talk about that, that's fine. Me personally, I'm watching the Teofimo fight just because Teofimo means more for the sport. He's the one that's going to be fighting possibly a Josh Taylor. Going to be possibly fighting a Devin Haney, going to be possibly fighting a Tank. So he's going to be that guy. So his fight is definitely going to be more important. So that's the reason why I'm going to watch that fight. So, and again, I also may be going to that fight. Randy, we still going? Let me know. I haven't bought my ticket just yet. Is it worth buying DAZN to watch Lopez? Well, I mean, I think DAZN is a good subscription because I believe it's $20 a month, or it's like $100 for the year. I think it's $100 for the year, $80 for the $20 a month. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it because you're not just getting this fight. Let's say you get DAZN now, right? You get Teofimo on Saturday, and then next week you get Devin Haney. You're getting 2 back-to-back fights for $20. DAZN is definitely worth it. Anybody who asks me if DAZN is worth it. Also, they have the Akin Barak show on there. They have that debate show with what's his name, Sergio Mora and Chris Mannix. They have a lot of boxing content as far as where people could talk. So I like it. By the way, Simon, I've been seeing you active in the chat. If you want to call in, the chat, the link to the call in is pinned at the top of the chat. Just click it, takes you to a website, and you could call in if you want to express or ask me anything. You know, I saw you over there calling me out for cutting people off, man. It's my show. I cut off whoever I want. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not joking, but American Fan, that's my guy. He be commenting on my videos and all that, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, I like going back and forth. Hold on. Tio is from Florida. Come on, Ism J. Yo, by the way, if you guys like hip hop, this is a follower of mine. He's been following me since the beginning. He has a hip hop show, not hip hop show. You hear me? He's a rapper on his channel. If you guys want to check out his channel, check it out and see if you guys like it. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Ism J, I got it pinned right there to the YouTube channel. Check out his page. If you like his music, please hit that subscribe button. He's been a supporter of mine since the beginning. And as far as Tio's from Florida, man, Tio was born in Brooklyn. He lived here till he was like, I want to say 6 years old. I don't remember his full biography. I haven't interviewed him. But he lived there till he was 6, moved to Florida, and then he came back to New York when he was 21, I think. And then he lived in Brooklyn. He lived in Bushwick too, which is actually not far from where I live now. So yeah, we still accept him. And if you want, Ism, I know Ism J, I know you from Oakland. If you want to get technical, Devin Haney's not from Oakland. Devin Haney's from Vegas. So Damn, man, I'm cutting it real fucking close. Right now, they doing the weigh-in for the co-main. And I might, and so obviously the next would be the Teofimo weigh-in. So I might just. All right, you down to go? All right. I'm gonna hit you up after the live. So that way we can work out what seats and stuff like that, how much, and also, I might hit up one of my guys if he wants to come with me. So we might go, 2-3 deep out there, represent Brooklyn. Yeah. You love his hunger? You like, all right. I mean, hey, if you a fan, you a fan. Do you think he's gonna win, Jose? Want to call in? Let me know. Call in if you think he's gonna win. Call in. Nah, man. Fuck, man. I'm cutting it so close with the. Hurry up, man. I'm watching the weigh-in right now. Right now, they just showed the co-main event. But what do you guys think as far as who do you guys think? Write in the chat or call in, whichever one you prefer. Write in the chat. Who do you think Teofimo's next fight is going to be? Is it going to be Josh Taylor, Devin Haney, or other? And you can mention other, like, oh no, I think he's going to fight Tank next. I think he's going to fight Jose Cepeda. I think he's going to fight whoever. But who do you think Teofimo Lopez is going to fight right after Kambosos? Because we all know he's about to sleep this dude. So who do y'all got him fighting next? Joel Santana. Yo, bro, you a hater. Yo, just because Teofimo beat your favorite fighter, don't mean he sucks, man. Yo, just take the L, man. Take the L. Yo, Loma's fighting in New York. I know Joel Santana, actually know him personally. He's fighting in New York. Why don't you go to the fight? Support your man. He's fighting at the Garden. I'm supporting my man. I'm buying tickets. I'm about to buy tickets right after the live. Come on, man. All right, my man Jay, who I also know personally, he says that Teofimo's going to fight Haney right after this Kambosos fight. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I hope that's the one I hope for most. More so than the Josh Taylor fight. Even more so than the Tank fight, to be honest. I want to see Teofimo fight Devin Haney. It's gotten a little too personal. There's already a storyline as far as the franchise belt, the regular WBC belt, as far as the back and forth at the Mikey Garcia situation, that joint interview where this guy said he has more followers. Teofimo said he has more belts. So I feel like there's already a storyline built into the promotion. They're two young fighters. They're two very very talented fighters. So why not put him in the ring next? So Jay, I hope that you're right, brother. I hope that you're right. I might just do that with a I hate Teofimo shirt. Yo, he from New York, bro. Why you hating on our New Yorker, man? Come on, man. He from New York, bro. But yeah. I see Haney and Teofimo going like Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. Whoa, so you expecting to break Haney's face? Hey, man. Okay. Let me know. Hold on 1 second. Do you guys hear the audio? Because they're about to do the weigh-in now. So if you guys hear it, I'll mute it, but let me know. They're doing the weigh-in now, so I'm going to be quiet. If you guys want to comment in the chat, whatever, but I'll let you know what the weigh-ins are going to be. Right now, Kambosos is they're introducing Kambosos to the stage. So we'll see what his weight is. Totally agree, Jay. Totally agree. By the way, if I'm not talking, I'm not frozen, I'm not zoned out, I'm watching the weigh-in, so I can inform you guys, the public, as to what the weight is. Kambosos is stripping down, obviously about to hop on the stage. And while he's doing that, Teofimo Lopez is being introduced. His father looks fucking crazy intense, focused. Teofimo don't look weight drained, though. He doesn't, like, his cheeks don't look, he's dancing right now. He looks all happy. Don't look like he had trouble making weight. But, you know, the scale's going to tell if he's had trouble or not, you know. By the way, the sound from my computer is not going into the mic. Y'all good? Let me know in the chat, because I can mute that and just, you know, I don't want no feedback or anything like that. All right, now Teofimo Lopez stripping down. All right, now Kambosos is hopping on the scale, so we'll find out what his weight is. Man, he looks small. Oh, 134.4 for George Kambosos. So he's 0.6 under the lightweight limit. He just hit the cutthroat, looked at Teofimo Lopez. Let's see Teofimo now. He just hopped on the scale. Looks really strong. Looks good. 135 pounds. He made weight. No problems. People were concerned he wasn't going to make the weight. He made the weight. Both Kambosos and him make the weight. I'm going to stay on until the face-off, and then I'm going to hop off because I got to go to work. I might be a little late. Hopefully nobody throws punches, no cuts happen, but I would like to see them hit a face-off. Kambosos chewing the shit out of his gum right now, just waiting for Teofimo, looking real focused. Teofimo's putting his clothes back on. He doesn't want to do a face-off in his underwear. Oh, he's grabbing his belt. You know, all 5 of them. Or whatever, how many got. People screaming, and the new, oh, he just grabbed the ring magazine. They're doing the face-off. They're just looking at they're not doing the face-off, like they're looking at the camera, but they right next to each other. He's holding his ring magazine championship. George Kambosos looks real focused, real. Teofimo's looking at him like, yeah, all right, this dude, I'm gonna knock this dude the fuck out. That's easy work. That's what's going on right now. Now they're doing the face-off. George Kambosos is getting real close to Teofimo's face. Teofimo is just real focused, just staring back, calm. And right now they're just staring at each other's eyes. They got these 2 big-ass security guards there right next to them in case they start swinging. But I'm just glad they both made the weight, man. And I ain't want to hear no bullshit about weight and how he's not dedicated, how the layoff hurt him and none of that. They both made the weight. I'm glad about this. This is an intense stare down, by the way. Really intense stare down. Oh, man. Yo, they look like they both ready to hook off right there. Not going to lie. George Kambosos looks more like focused and like, all right, now they're breaking him up. Now Kambosos is saying something. Teofimo ain't saying nothing at all. He was just looked like let's go, let's go. Now they breaking him up. Teofimo's trying to get closer to George. Oh, they letting him face off again. Nah, Teofimo's father just patted him like, yo, that's it. Let's let it go. All right. That's it, guys. They both made the weight. None of them look weight drain. I don't want to hear nothing about weight drain after this. They both look good. They both look strong. Teofimo Lopez looks, man, like I feel like he looks strong, and this is before the rehydration. But all right, guys, I got to go to work. Hopefully I'm not late, but I appreciate you guys fucking with me, and I appreciate you guys saying that once my page gets monetized, you guys are going to be donating and all that. So I really appreciate all of that. If you guys want to hit me up on Twitter @_BroadwayJoel. I do be on Instagram, but I don't really be posting that much. So if y'all want to follow me there, y'all can follow me at @BroadwayJoel. But Twitter is probably the best way to reach me. Good. I want George to be hungry and want to take it to Tio. Yeah, I agree. But all right, guys. Sorry if I didn't get to time for you. I get off at 11 p.m., bro. I get off late. But all right, guys. I'm gonna holla at you. I'm gonna be late for work. All right.